Today we will do analysis of solution number 16. So first we will see the preliminary test. In that first we will see color of the solution. So you can see color of the solution is colorless. So observation is colorless. Then we will write in the inference Fe plus 2, Fe plus 3, Ni plus 2, Cu plus 2, etc. are absent. Do the litmus test. First we will do the blue litmus test. You can clearly see that blue litmus is changing to red. That means the solution is acidic. As blue litmus is changing to red, in the inference we will write salt of strong acid and weak base. Flame test. For this we need platinum wire. So before doing this flame test we need to clean this wire. So for cleaning you will dip this wire into concentrated HCl and you will heat it continuously. Then we will perform the flame test. In a clean test tube, into this we will add concentrated HCl. Then we will dip the clean platinum wire into this solution and we will observe the flame color. You can see there is no peculiar flame. There is no peculiar flame. So in this we will write that no peculiar flame. So Na plus, K plus, Cu plus 2, Ca plus 2, Ba plus 2 are absent. Now we will move to the fourth test, that is borax bead test. So we will not perform this test because we already know that this test is performed only when the solution is colored. So our solution number 16 is colorless, so we will not perform this test. Do the B test, that is wet test for the positive radical. In that we will do the first test. For this we will take OS in a test tube. Then we will add dilute HCl. You can see there are no precipitates. So in the observation you will write no precipitates, group 1 absent. Then we will proceed to second group. For this we will take OS and then take dilute HCl. After this we will add H2S water. You can see there are no precipitates. So in the observation we will write no precipitates, second group absent. Then we will do the third test, that is for group 3rd A. For this we will take OS in a test tube. We will take OS in a fresh test tube. Then we will add ammonium chloride. So after this we will have to add ammonium hydroxide till the solution becomes alkaline. For this we will use red litmus paper and we will add ammonium hydroxide till the red litmus paper turns blue. So you can see the paper has turned blue. That means this solution is alkaline. And as you can see there are no precipitates. That means 3rd A group is absent. So we will proceed to test number 4. In the same test tube we will add H2S water. You can see the precipitates. That means our group 3rd B is present. C part, that is group analysis of group 3rd B. So for this, the test is, first we will take the OS in a fresh test tube. Into this we will add ammonium chloride. Then we will add red litmus paper to it. Then ammonium hydroxide till the red litmus paper turns blue. Then we will add H2S. So you can see white precipitates. So we will see the scheme. In the scheme it is written, if you get the white precipitates, that means zinc +2 ion may be present. Now we will do the confirmative test for Zn+2 in our D part. You can see the scheme. There are two confirmative tests are given in the scheme. First is OS plus NaOH. So we will take OS in a fresh test tube. Into this we will add NaOH. You can see the white precipitates. You can see in the test which is written in the observation, white precipitates dissolves in excess of NaOH. So we will add NaOH in excess. So you can see the precipitates become soluble. They are dissolved, which shows that our solution contains Zn+2. It is confirmed. Now we will proceed to second confirmative test for zinc. So for this we will take OS in a fresh test tube. Second confirmative test, we will take OS in a fresh test tube. Into this we will add ammonium hydroxide. You can see white precipitates. But as you can see in the scheme, these white precipitates will dissolve when we will add ammonium hydroxide in excess. So you can observe this. So precipitates have been dissolved, which is by this we can confirm that Zn+2 is present in our given solution. Now we will do the wet test for the negative radical. For this we will take OS in a fresh test tube. And add AgNO3 solution. So you can see white precipitates, which shows Cl- may be present in the given solution. So in the E part you will write, in the inference you will write Cl- may be present in the given solution. So now we will confirm chloride radical in the given solution. For this we will take little amount of OS in a fresh test tube. To this we will add MnO2 powder. Then we will add concentrated H2SO4 solution into the test tube. Then we will heat it. You can see the green gas. You can see green gas, which is of Cl2, chlorine. So this confirms that the given solution confirms it contains Cl- as a negative radical. So after doing all the analysis of solution number 16, we came to know that the positive radical present in the solution is Zn plus 2 and the negative radical present in the given solution number 16 is Cl minus. So this solution is of zinc chloride and its formula is ZnCl2.